Are we going? Oh. So, you saw the first video, you didn't hate it, and now you're back. Wow. My name is Ryan Stroud, I work as a professional makeup effects artist, and this is Dabbling in Drag. Is that dumb? I thought I'd try it, you know, like, we are back again, and we are picking up right where we left off. Last month, you got to see my first head-to-toe drag look. Our succubus was super fun to make, and it seemed to fit pretty well into the Season 2 promo shoot. So today we're picking up right where we left off, and we're going to be reinterpreting Season 3's promo shoot. You can tell by this time they started to get some money and popularity because this had like a full production and set, and it looks like most of the girls were told to wear something black or silver. There's sort of this like evening cocktail dress theme, elegance. Now let's take that, flip it and reverse it, and do it the Sierra Mist way. For today's look, I want to play off my like sci-fi inspirations a little bit. It's going to be like Fifth Element and The Matrix meets Paris Fashion Week. And I want to start to introduce this element of gender play a little bit more. Sierra Mist is like an intergalactic being not defined by our earthly definitions of gender, so let's bring some androgyny to the table. And to get that process started, this beard is gonna have to go. Oh, my shirt may have disappeared, but I think I have another one that I could put on if I wanted to. That's right, Sierra Mist branded t-shirts are available. The link to order yours is in the description below. Probably won't put this on just because I don't want to get it dirty. Enough chit chat, let's block out these eyebrows. Alright, and I went ahead and blocked my sideburn area too because the wig will appreciate that later. Let's lay some foundation on the eyes and get started. We're starting off with the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in 102 Fair Porcelain. And I'm using the Spectrum A18 brush from the Zodiac collection, and I'm just gonna tap that on all over my eyeball. Take a little beauty blender and blend that out. And this is gonna give us our eyeshadow base. So this might sound like a scary first step, but I'm gonna start with a black eyeshadow and really define the shape of my crease. Using my A17 brush from Spectrum Collections, I'm dipping into Aries from the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. And this is one of my favorite black eyeshadows. And we're just gonna go ahead and create the shape of our new crease. Now using a small fluffy brush from Ben Nye, this is FDB4, I'm going to just buff out some of the edges of this.
A little later.
I look like I just got punched in the face. I'll be right back.
Much later.
Now we're kind of doing something. So I guess I'll show you on this eye. First I'm taking my Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus and I'm just going to prime around my under eye. Next I'm taking my Maybelline Super Stay Foundation and I'm putting that all over my eye as a primer. Revisiting the Book of Sins palette, we are using that same neutral orange shade first. We are not starting with black. Couldn't go back. I don't know why I tried to do something different. When in doubt, do what you know. We're gonna tap this color all around the perimeter of our eye. Buff, buff, buff. Next, we're dipping into Scorpio and Sagittarius from our Zodiac palette, layering up the darker colors. Blend, blend, blend. Going back into Pisces now. Dragging that darker color under my eye. Now we're going in with the black. And then on the lid, I'm going to tap just a little bit more concealer. And I'm dipping into this copper body glitter. I don't know where it's from, I'm sorry. And now I'm going to take some of those brown shades we used before and just kind of blend this in. I'm using my Punk liquid liner from House Labs and I'm going to add some black detailing around the eye. And just a last minute detail, I'm going to add just a little bit of white in my waterline. For now, that's going to have to do it for the eyes. Let's move on to the skin. I'm going to clean my skin with just a little bit of Witch Hazel toner. I don't know about you all, but I have been wearing my mask a lot lately. and I could tell this week that I had a ton of breakouts happening here, and I'm not super breakout prone. We're talking like Mount Vesuvius sized breakouts all over the lower half of my face, and I've managed to take them all down so we could get here today, and there's like some remnants still, but credit where credit's due. Witch Hazel morning, afternoon, and night. And what really saved me is this Burt's Bees Hydrating Overnight Mask. I'm used to just using this at night, but I started using it in the morning as well on the lower half of my face. My skin just sucks up all that moisture throughout the morning, and oh my gosh, the reduction in the size and redness and irritation of any of those breakouts, lifesaver. So if you, like a lot of us, are experiencing maskne, Burt's Bees Hydrating Overnight Mask, avocado oil, prebiotics, it is great. The cold witch hazel sort of soap really helps to take everything down as well. Alright, we're not sponsored, but like, hey, I'm gonna continue with a serum of hyaluronic acid. Wow. We're losing it. If you don't already know, hyaluronic acid is super moisturizing. It's being put like in a lot of products now because it's become this like buzzword. So if you experience dry skin, or especially in the winter, it's super important for me, but whenever I'm doing a makeup, I want to make sure my skin is nourished and hydrated, soft and supple. I gave them a shout out last time, but I'm going to use my Doll Face Nourished Moisturizer. You can see this is like almost gone. This also has hyaluronic acid in it, so. And the last on the skin prep list is my skin primer. I'm going in with my Crop Cosmetics Radiant Glow Primer. This has like a little bit of a tint to it, so if you have really fair skin like me, you may notice some of that color, but I feel like for most people this is a good mid-range color that won't show up. Reaching back into my color correct, I'm going to take care of this beard. We're going to set it and forget it. Alright, we're mixing foundations now. I'm going back in with my Maybelline Superstay foundations, this time in 105 and 115. And I'm going to be heavy-handed with this foundation and apply it all over my face, my neck, and go into my chest. Okay, we need some extra coverage. We're feeling some texture today, so I'm going back in with my 102 lightest shade to add some more spackle. And before I go in with a beauty blender, I'm going to take a soft, fluffy brush and actually buff this all together. We've got some skin, now we need to shape it. Using Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundations, I'm dipping into shade 550, and I'm going to create some severe, angular, gaunt model contour. This is a way more liquid contour than I normally do. Normally I do a lot of it with powder, which we're gonna do, but I feel like I look like Sharon Needles. Taking some RCMA translucent setting powder, let's go ahead and set the high points of the base. Alright, let's do some contour. And taking a more concentrated brush, this is the Spectrum A12 brush from the Zodiac collection, I'm going back into the same orange we used on the eyes, and I'm going to start on my like nose blush. For this, instead of making it more like sun-kissed blush like I normally do, I'm going to actually create almost like bags under my eyes. I like this idea that the model is like sort of strung out, tired, like it's been a long week, and that's this like gaunt sort of like look. Dipping back into the Zodiac palette, I'm grabbing some darker shades. We are contoured. Time to highlight. Highlight the cheekbone. Tap that in. Using Pearl by Milani, I'm going to add some highlight on my cheeks. And I'm gonna highlight the brow bone. And I'm reining in that highlight so I don't look like the Tin Woman with rose gold. Alright, let's put some lips on. I'm using House Labs lip liner in Arc to draw my lips. Next, I'm dipping into Night by Luscious Cosmetics. This is a nice, like, kind of neutral brown. Struggling with the lip shape. I'm gonna take just like a little bit of eyeshadow. This is Libra, and I'm gonna kind of darken the corners of this lip and hopefully clean it up a little bit. Girl, why are the lips always a problem? Okay, so I'm gonna clean up this lip off camera real quick so I can get some details going on. I'm gonna also put on the contacts, the lashes, the wig, and the outfit, and we are gonna go. Just got back from the shoot. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment, give me all of that attention because I'm a Leo and I need it. To find all the pictures and more, make sure you're following at The Sierra Mist on Instagram. I'll see you next time. Bye. We just finished!